tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. I didn't do this my usual way, so I forgot to change the title too. See, that's what happens when I don't do it the right way. So everybody's going to think this is step 6, but it's not. I'm going to go ahead and edit this. I know. I can get this done in 30 minutes. There we go. Now it says the right thing, at least here. I'm not even going to bother sharing it. I'm behind on it. It didn't change there. Oh, well. Nothing I can do about it now. So we're going to be reading out of the 12 by 12. I'm trying to figure out today's coffee cup. There's only 2 coffee cups on here this time. Sometimes there's like 4. I don't know which cup I'm using that day. So good morning. Yep. Guten Morgen to you. We're going to be talking about getting well. I know it said step 6, but that was yesterday, and I forgot to change the title for you. So we're going to be reading out 12 by 12. I have a meeting at 11. Don't I, Amber? All right. 12 by 12, page 79 is where we're going to go. This was originally going to be called Screw Guilt. Okay? We're going to be talking about guilt. Because I don't like it when people try and guilt trip me. It just ticks me off, man. I no longer react. We're going to be in step 8, it looks like, right? 79 to 8. We do Pygons and Pygons. So go visiting. Okay. Good there. 3-minute mark. I've gotten rid of everybody else. You forgot. You just sent me a Zoom meeting. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. What the hell is the problem here? Thank you. Not with that fucking truck. That truck, you can pretty much go anywhere in that fucking truck. That's why you got it. Have fun in it. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching live or the rewatch. You're going to have fun. Just my recommendation is be a defensive driver. Don't think that, because even the thing with 4-wheel drive is this. If you hit black ice, you have 4 wheels spinning on black ice as opposed to 2. So that's really the only thing you need to be careful about. Some people get 4-wheel drive. They think that they can drive like a madman. Then they end up in the ditch. And they usually have, you said dreading the snow. So, all right. I'm lost. Oh, then don't go to the game. I'm sorry. You have Kansas City Bronco tickets and you want me to feel bad for you? No. We're talking about screw guilt. Then don't go. Sell them to somebody. Somebody will buy them. Oh my God. Fucking Virgos, man. I swear. Somebody's in a debatable mood. So Some of us, though, tripped over a different kind of snag. We clung to the claim that when drinking, we never hurt anybody but ourselves. I hear this all the time. Yeah, that's not what happens. No. At one point, I even moved to California because I thought it was going to hurt other people. It still did it. Did not change a fucking thing. Because even while I was here in Colorado, I didn't see my parents and my family and other stuff. What did it matter that I was in California? Their feelings hadn't changed. No. In fact, now it was worse. Yeah. People worry about us just like we worry about other people. We tend to think that, oh, nobody gives a fuck about us. It's just not true. Our families didn't suffer because we always paid the bills and seldom drank at home. Until you came home, right? And you weren't there. Do you see it now? You weren't there. Our business associates didn't suffer because we were usually on the job. But what about when you weren't, or when you were there and you were drunk, or that time that you all had a project that you put together, but you did not finish it because of your drinking? Our reputations hadn't suffered because we were certain few knew of our drinking. That is untrue. Almost everybody knows. They're just not going to say anything to you. They don't know what to say to you. They feel it is none of their business, and they're probably just going to stay away from you. Okay. Everybody knew I was an alcoholic. I did not hide it. I did not give a fuck. I didn't care. Those who did would sometimes assure us that, after all, a lively bender was only a good man's fault. What real harm, therefore, had we done? No more, surely, than we could easily mend with a few casual apologies. Yeah, and until your mind clears up and you look in the eyes of your children and you can see how they're hurt. That's going to fuck you up. There goes Sawyer yelling at the dog. Really, Sawyer? In a bad mood today. All right. This attitude, of course, is the end result of purposeful forgetting. It is an attitude which can only be changed by a deep, honest search of our motives and actions. Who? When it comes down to it, I'm going to say that again if I don't think of something else. What we're doing is we are making amends here, right? In order to do that, we've got to remove some things. See, making amends is about justice. It's about justice. Just call your Al-Anon local area. They'll hook you up with some meetings. Yeah. All of us need a little bit of Al-Anon, honestly. Al-Anon is fantastic with boundaries. Yep. I learned my boundaries from Al-Anons. They're better at them than we are. Nobody said I had to choose people that were in the program. Nobody ever told me that. Right? I can learn from everybody. Yeah. Yep. Even little kids, man. They'll remind you of great things. And it goes on to talk about restitution. So let us get to the reading. Getting well. Now, I don't remember reading this in here. So it says very deep, sometimes quite forgotten, damaged emotional conflicts persist below the level of consciousness, which would be our subconscious. Okay. So first off, we're already walking around in a dream world because we're not getting enough sleep, right? It's my Zofran. You cannot have it. It is mine. I just wanted the lid on. And these damaging emotional conflicts can be going on. Okay. It's the same concept of that your disease can still progress even though you are not drinking. Yeah. Okay. This is a progressive illness. The alcohol doesn't matter. The alcohol was the solution to something. So the alcohol doesn't really matter. The alcohol really doesn't have anything to do with our attitude. Now, the alcohol did lower our inhibition so that we did dangerous things like drinking and driving and so on and so on. Okay. But when we ignore these problems, they persist. Okay. So this is what happens. Your problems never get solved. When I'm drinking, let me rephrase that. When I am drinking, my problems never get solved. That's the vicious cycle that we talk about. Okay. It's called insanity. The vicious cycle of insanity. Okay. And we all go through it in one way or another. We all go through it. What it really comes down to is how long are we going to go through that? What is going to interrupt that drinking? Yeah. It's about planting seeds. It's about ruining drinking careers. Right? Let's say I pick up a new guy. Hey, he's not quite willing. Right? We're meeting for the first time. Okay. At that point, whenever I meet with somebody the first time, I'm preparing that they may not come back. Okay. So I'm going to plant a seed. So if they don't come back, that they'll start to, maybe think on that a little bit or go through their next debauch and find out that maybe we were a little right about what we were saying. Okay. But what I will not do is deem them an alcoholic. But I will ask, do you feel like you're an alcoholic? And I'll qualify this shit for them. They're new. Do you feel like you're an alcoholic? There's no right answer there's no wrong answer to this. Because there isn't. And a lot of times, yeah. See, now I have a hook. Okay? I have a hook, and I'm going to use that hook because they agreed to talk about it. I just asked if we could talk about it. They said yes. Only through positive action can I remove the remains of guilt and shame brought on by alcohol. It doesn't even need to be positive action. It just needs to be action. All my action is positive. I don't need to qualify it. Okay? That's like saying to be honest. What? So the rest of the time you're not. Okay? You don't need to qualify this stuff. Okay? Action is action. What are you doing with it? Well, babe, I'm sorry. And I did not mean to call you babe. I'm sorry. Only one person gets called that. That was an accident. I'm sorry. But I am sorry that you're going through that. That sucks. Throughout my misadventures, when I drank, my friends would say, "Why are you doing this? You're only hurting yourself." Little did I know that how true those words were. Although I had harmed others, Some of my behavior caused grave wounds to my soul. Yeah. You're killing your soul, man. Right? And I talk about this. There was a battle for your soul. And if you're here right now, guess what? You won. Or I could rephrase that for you. You're winning. Right? Because nobody listens to me for more than 2 minutes unless they're working this program. I can tell you that. I have figured that out. It's the way it is, man. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. That's fine. All right. I am a nice, smooth Earl Grey, though, my friends. Today. Although it harmed others, some of my behavior caused grave wounds to my soul. Step 8 provides me with a way of forgiving myself. Oh my gosh, how much more? I'm sorry, I'm not agreeing with this. Okay, step 8 provides me the way of forgiving myself. Okay, now I understand. It's just about them. That's it. Step 8 is not about us. Step 8 is not about us. We make a list of all persons we had harmed, became willing to make amends to them. No, don't make it more than it needs to. I don't always agree. Remember, these are written by alcoholics. Okay. Does that mean they did it wrong? No. But they're going to be missing out on some things. Right? And I know this. They use positivity in order to control their lives. That's not going to work. That's just going to become toxic. Positivity is not a solution, it's a feeling. I feel positive. That's it. There is no more to it. Beyond that, it is toxic. No emotion, any emotion overdone is no good. Okay? No. We don't want to be up here. We don't want to be down here. We want to be here. In that nice sea of Earl Grey. Okay, because what happens in step 9 is you start to provide justice. Okay, and you need to forgive yourself before step 8. You need to do that in 7, 6, 7. Throw some emotional sobriety in there. Start loving yourself, for God's sakes. That's when I do it. I bring emotional sobriety in at step 6. It works perfect, man. It works perfect. Goes right along with step 6. So, all right. I alleviate much of the hidden damage when I make my list of those things I have hurt. In making amends, I free myself of burdens, thus contributing to my healing. I can also tell you this person burnt their 4th step and rewrote their 8th step, which is not the instructions. It's not the instructions. Your grudge list is your amends list. Don't go changing it. Okay? Or you have to rewrite it. You have to rewrite it. So, all right. Sorry for any confusion when people thought this was going to be step 6. I'm so sorry that you didn't get what you wanted. So I pulled a guilt trip on me today, and I'm just not. It's all good. It is all good. So I hope everybody has a great Sunday. Go Broncos. Go Broncos. Yeah, right. We're going to get our. I just hope it's at least it's a close game. If we could go for that. And if the Chiefs would stop cheating, that would be great too. So I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm not. They have been cheating. I love you all. Peace out and have